Here's every fragrance I wore this week from Monday to Saturday, and I wear about 3 different fragrances per day, so I'm going to go through which fragrances I chose and what I chose them for. On Monday, I wore 4 different fragrances, and I started with YSL Myself L'Absolu. This is what I wore to work. This is a very easy to wear, mass appealing fragrance that you can get your nose on at your local department stores, local Ulta. It is like the YSL Myself EDP, which is citrusy and clean. This is that, but it's almost bubblegummy sweet on top of that. It adds sweetness to it. There's more depth. Atomizer check. I see the comments. You want to see the atomizers. Smells absolutely beautiful, super easy to wear, very mass appealing. After work, I showered and I went to the gym. And to the gym, I wore Louis Vuitton's City of Stars, a very easy to wear, fresh fragrance, inoffensive. And I don't typically love the dry down of Louis Vuitton's City of Stars, but thankfully I'm not spending 4 hours in the gym. It doesn't have a chance to dry down. It's still that nice lemon, limey, fresh, bright sunscreen. It doesn't dry to that creamy floral sunscreen that I really don't love. I really do enjoy this fragrance until it dries down. Then I like it. You know, I love it when it's not dry. Anyway, I digress. So if you haven't gotten the gist already, I go to work, I wear a fragrance, I shower after work before the gym, then I shower after the gym, and then I'm just at home for the night. So those are my 3 stages of my typical day. And I do shower before the gym. Oh, why do you shower? I'm considerate. My job is a winemaker, so a lot of times I get stuff on me, I get dirty, I smell like wine. If I get wine on me, I just have like dirt on me, dust. That's just inconsiderate to other people at the gym, and it gives me a chance to show love to more of my fragrances. Anyway, that's my routine. Sorry for my spiel. I'm gonna speed through the video now. That was my one long spiel. On Monday night, I experimented with a new layer, and I chose YSL Baby Cat with Louis Vuitton Phantasmagorie on top of it. So I'm not gonna spray my Phantasmagorie because of how expensive it is. Hopefully the back of my hair looks good. Anyway, I will spray YSL Baby Cat. So YSL Baby Cat, if you don't know, it's that people say it smells like a football with vanilla. I get that. It's like a leather jacket with vanilla. And I figured I would spray Phantasmagorie on top of it because this is like a deeper vanilla, like just a dark, rich vanilla with leather. Phantasmagorie is like a happy vanilla. I think it's like a vanilla wafer. It's almost sunscreen. It's like just a creamy vanilla, happy vanilla. I decided to throw it on top of this. I didn't love the layer. It's okay. I'm gonna try it again with more Phantasmagorie to Baby Cat proportions. But I have layered in the past Phantasmagorie on top of Parfums de Marly Layton because Layton has vanilla in it, but it is not vanilla heavy. Phantasmagorie and Layton is an absolutely wonderful layer. If you happen to own both, I suggest trying them out. On Tuesday, I wore Roge's 1819 Burlington to work. So this is a recent fragrance pickup for me because I love the DNA of the Suspiro Vibrato, Louis Vuitton L'Immensité. This is comparable to Vibrato, except more grapefruity, which is interesting because I find Vibrato to be more grapefruity than L'Immensité, and I prefer L'Immensité. But this is that grapefruit and ginger that Vibrato has, but you add mint to it to freshen it up. It's almost a cooling sensation. You know when you smell something minty, or you have like that mint, you're chewing on mint gum and it kind of like opens up your nasal passages, it like makes it easier to breathe. It's just that refreshing cooling. That's what you get with this. It's grapefruity with a little bit of ginger. I'd say it's about 65% grapefruit, 35% ginger, and then you add mint to it. It's nice and cooling. And honestly, this lasts longer than my Suspiro Vibrato batch. I think there's like a French or Italian batch, and one of them is better than the other. I must have the worst batch of the two. I don't have the best Suspiro Vibrato batch. People are like, oh, dude, it's lasts all day. Mine doesn't. I get like 6 hours out of it tops, and then it's like just a creamy skin scent. This lasts longer than my Vibrato. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. I'm happy I picked this up. I did not go to the gym on Tuesday, so I came home, I showered, and I was just at the house the rest of the night relaxing. And what was I relaxing in? It was BDK's Gris Charnel EDP, not the X-Straight. I've heard positive and negative things about the X-Straight. I don't even have it. I've never even smelled it. All I can tell you is this is absolutely beautiful. It's a powdery, woody scent. It's not overbearing. It's extremely subtle. I would even say it's feminine leaning. It's like a classy feminine fragrance, right? This isn't like a playful feminine fragrance. It's not just super florally. It's not just a happy little fruity thing. This is a nice, elegant, feminine fragrance. And the reason why I believe that is because I bought this off of Facebook Marketplace and I drove to a lady's house And she was like, yeah, I'm not going to be home. I'm going to be at a wedding. I'll just leave it on my porch or whatever in a little bag for you. And I thought to myself, is that safe? Is somebody just going to steal it? Lo and behold, I drive to her address. Nobody's home. She lives in a massive house. She was wearing this. She was good looking. She was a pretty rich lady. She was wearing this. You can wear it as a guy. I love wearing it as a guy. It's awesome. It's a great smell. Highly recommend it. Lasts a while as well. On Wednesday, I only wore 2 fragrances. I realize I'm slacking a little bit. I got to step it up this week. Either way, I wore Ex Nihilo's Speed Legends to work. This is becoming one of my favorite fragrances to just wear. And I really only spray it twice, and I'll get to the reasoning as to why I hardly ever spray it. But this is super duper easy to wear. This is what I wore to work. It's just like a citrusy aftershave. It's almost like alcoholic, but not like alcohol that you drink. It's just like a clean alcohol. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a clean aftershave with some citrus. Lasts a while, super fresh, super mass appealing. This is a fragrance that costs a lot of money. And if you blind buy it, your expectations should not be to be just like wowed by the fragrance. You don't expect anything insane buying this. Just expect the easiest to wear fragrance ever. It just smells like clean aftershave. Anyway, I also wore this to the gym. This has been my go-to gym scent since I got this like a month ago, and I hardly spray it because I don't want to offend anybody in the gym. I'm not there to like walk through and nuke the place, you know? Act like I'm not trying to have people. Anyway, they're trying to work out. I go 1 on the front, 1 on the back. Period, end of story. So I wore this to work and I wore it to the gym. Super easy to wear fragrance. I absolutely love Ex Nihilo Speed Legends right now. After the gym, I came home, cleaned up. I was nice and fresh, nice and clean. It's rather warm here. It's no longer cold where I live. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 80 degrees Fahrenheit where I'm at. So I don't want something sickly sweet. So what I put on was Byredo's Mojave Ghost Absolute. And this is a fragrance that was a true blind buy for me. I've said it in videos in the past. I expected like a fresh, clean scent, similar to what I described with Ex Nihilo Speed Legends, or maybe even like a Meteor, just that linen-y, fresh, clean scent. That's not what I get from this. I get a green Jolly Rancher. Yes, a clean green Jolly Rancher at that, but the sweetness in this smells like a green Jolly Rancher, and that's all I can smell with my nose. Maybe it's just the power of suggestion. I keep telling myself since I bought it, oh, green Jolly Rancher, I can't get it out of my mind. Either way, I was fond of this when I got it. I was like, oh, this is a nice scent. Now I absolutely love this. And my spray routine at home, if you're wondering, is the same as the gym. Only 2 sprays, 1 on the front, 1 on the hand this time. Instead of 1 front, 1 back, it's just 1 on the front so I can sniff it. And then if I ever want to, you know, we're all demons, we're all fiends. We all like to do that, you know what I mean? Anyway, wore this super comfy, cozy, easy to wear fragrance. This would be a great signature scent, but it just doesn't last all day. Even though it's an absolute, Byredo is notorious for having poor performing fragrances. This is no exception. Even with the Absolute, it's like 5-6 hours and then it's basically gone, which is absolutely unfortunate because this would be a great scent to daily and not have to worry about spraying again. Either way, terrific fragrance. On Thursday, I went with YSL Myself EDP to work. This is a super fresh, clean fragrance. Once again, it's warm. This is a great spring summer scent. This is my favorite. Out of all commercial YSL fragrances, whether it's the YSL Ys, whether it's the Myselfs, this is my favorite. This is so easy to wear, so fresh, so clean, so bright. I do enjoy the Absolute as well, but it's just a little bit too bubblegummy for me. I don't prefer those kind of fragrances. I don't love JPGs because of that. But if you want like a super easy to wear, dumb reach fragrance, it is YSL Myself EDP. The issue with this is the performance though. In about 4 hours, this is gone. It's cooked. You got to reapply. Thankfully, it's at Sephora. You can go, you can find it. I'm sure a lot of people are selling it on Marketplace because it's rather popular. They might just not want it. Anyway, absolutely great fragrance. This is what I wore to work. After cleaning up and getting ready for the gym, I chose to apply Rosasi's Hawas Ice. And if you wear this to the gym, do not be inconsiderate, right? Just 2 sprays, maximum 3. This thing is an absolute nuke, and in my opinion, it is the best cheap fragrance ever. If this were in a Louis Vuitton bottle and a little bit better blended to not be as like pungent and just in your face and just have it smoother, this would be up there with Imagination as their best-selling fresh fragrance. This thing is absolutely amazing for what it is. It's appley, it's blue, it's got that like almost that bubblegummy sweetness to it, but this is absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend Versace Hawass Ice if you're starting a fragrance collection, or if you have a fragrance collection and you just want something that isn't that expensive that you can just blow through and throw on without even thinking about it. Thursday night, I met my family for dinner at a nice restaurant, so I was looking classy and I wanted to also smell classy. I didn't want to be incongruent in that fashion. What did I choose? I chose MFK's Gentle Fluidity Silver. This was a true blind buy for me. I didn't know what to expect. I just saw reviews, what people were saying. If you don't expect to be wowed by this fragrance. This is just a beautifully crafted, simple, clean fragrance. There is nothing in this that is just incredible, but it is just incredible, if that makes sense. This is an uber clean fragrance with some pine needles, and the pine needles kind of elevate it. They make it feel more grown, more classy, gives it more depth. It's interesting. It's like you're walking through a forest on a cool day and a breeze just is hitting you in the face. I mean, a nice 2-mile-per-hour breeze, 3-mile-per-hour breeze, just a light breeze just hitting you in the face. You smell the pine needles. This is that. This is, if I were a 30, 40, 50-year-old millionaire, tens of millions of dollars, I'd be rocking this. This is just that rich, classy, elegant, clean, easy to wear scent. I highly recommend, if you're looking for an MFK that you want to daily, check out Gentle Fluidity Silver. Friday, I decided to get a little frisky and whimsical for work. What did I decide to wear? Summer Mink by Better World Fragrance, otherwise known as Drake's Fragrance. This is a unisex fragrance. In my opinion, it's a feminine fragrance, but it's labeled as unisex. But it smells like a pink starburst. This thing is absolutely delicious, absolutely beautiful. It doesn't last a long time, but it's just like a nice powdery, sweet pink starburst. Amazing. I also wore this to the gym, and this is an inoffensive scent. You're gonna walk by and you're gonna smell completely unexpected to people. They're not gonna expect you to smell the way you do. They're gonna smell the Summer Mink. They're gonna be wowed. It's just a great, beautiful fragrance, underrated for what it is and where you can get it. And Drake, I mean, he really did his thing. I don't know how much his hand was in this fragrance, but I mean, he blew this out of the water in my opinion. After the gym, I came home, cleaned up, and got ready for dinner with my girlfriend. And we went to a place that's like elevated casual, nothing insane, and we sat outside because it was a beautiful day. So what did I choose to wear sitting outside on the patio and getting food with my girlfriend? I chose Suspiro's Vibrato. This is a beautiful fragrance, like I alluded to earlier in the video when I was talking about the Roja's 1819 Burlington. This is just that grapefruity, ginger, loud, just a mass appealing scent. This will get a compliment every single time that you wear it. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you like this, you will like Roja. If you like Roja, you will like this. If you like La Mentité, you will like this. If you just like scents, if you have a nose that works and you can detect smells and fragrances, you'll like this. This is just such a mass appealing scent. And for what it is, compared to, like, it's often compared to fragrances that are way more expensive than this. You can get this on discounters for like in the mid 100s US dollars, which is not cheap by any means, but in comparison to what it's in conversations with, this is a no-brainer where it's worth it. If you have to save up some money and just not get a couple cheap fragrances and save for this, highly recommend it. Super versatile. Everybody's gonna love this. On Saturday, I wore 2 fragrances, and the second one might be the most complimented fragrance in my entire collection as of late. It is an absolute beast. But before we get to that, I took my dog to the park, I went to the gym, and I was wearing Ex Nihilo's Speed Legends. Not going to talk about it and bore you. You've already heard about it. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the second one that I wore, where I wore it, and why I wore it. So Saturday, or yesterday, it was a fun-filled day. What I did is I met my brother at a brewery. They had like a vintage mart, whatever. We were outside. It was like 72, 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And I don't like breweries, man. I don't like the IPAs. They all taste like shit. I'm not going to listen to anybody that says they like them. You're lying. I know it. You know it. Why are you saying you like IPAs? They're just not good. They taste like they taste like backwash and like animal urine. It's just not good, man. They taste like a zoo smells. Anyway, I wore City Rhythm Miami Tropical Confessions, and then I also wore this to the bars after the brewery. I came home after the brewery, waited for my girlfriend. We went out to the bars with like us, a big group of friends, wore this. Before the bar, I needed a little pick-me-up. So I went to the gas station like 2 minutes from my house and I got a Red Bull. And I was standing probably like 4 feet from the cashier. You know, I'm not like all up on the counter. I just put my stuff down, back up a little bit, talk to them. I was about 4 feet away. He was like, "What are you wearing? That is insane." I was like, "You can smell me from there?" He was like, "Bro, that's like all I smell. What are you wearing?" And I told him it's called Miami Tropical Confessions by City Rhythm. Insane. My girlfriend, she loves this fragrance. Like, my friend at the bar was telling me how much he liked the fragrance that I was wearing. He asked me what I was wearing. City Rhythm Miami is absolutely insane. It is like City Rhythm Miami, but a little bit of a deeper rum. It's like a creamy coconut with some rum when it dries down, but it's still a little bright because there's like flowers and hibiscus in the opening, which you don't get with City Rhythm Miami. It's just lime basically in the opening. So this is just like brighter, absolutely beautiful. The hibiscus almost gives it like a fruity note. And look at the atomizer on these City Rhythms. That's all I'm doing. I can't waste this. I love this too much. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it. There's also like, it's glittery in there. They throw like glitter in there. This is an absolutely incredible fragrance. Mass appealing. I highly recommend checking out City Rhythm. And if you do, if you're getting your first ever City Rhythm, I suggest Tempo or Miami Tropical Confessions. Now today's Sunday and you're probably wondering, what are you wearing? Like, what did you wear today? What are you wearing filming this video right now on Sunday? And fuck off. That's in next video. So tune in next time, and thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I literally can't believe I'm getting subscribers for my videos. I didn't even think I'd be getting views on these videos, but I'm having a great time making them. And if you enjoyed the video, please like, and if you want to, subscribe.